up, nerds?
Back at it again?
Yeah, another podcast. Day 2. Today's Tuesday.
Probably. I lost track, but
I hope it's Tuesday, because that's what I think it is.
I mean, I've been out for the last few days. I've been out of it.
Oh, dang. You know, honestly, me too. 2020, like, honestly, it's throwing a lot at me, but it's gonna need to throw a little bit more to throw me off my game fully. So.
Oh yeah. You know that old song, "Break My Stride"?
Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Nobody gonna slow me down. Oh,
exactly.
No. I got to keep on moving, or grooving, moving. I don't know. Either one works.
It's really
I thought it was nothing gonna break my style.
Until I pointed it out to you.
Till Saturday.
And it's like, no, the song is called "Break My Stride."
I mean, I've heard the song, but I had never Googled it until that point, you know.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
So how have you guys been? Oh, really? Dang. Tell me more about that. Ha, just kidding, I don't care.
Oh.
Just kidding, I do care. Dude, so today, Saturday we hung out. We talked about this small film. Probably haven't heard of it. Kung Fury.
Oh yes.
I watched that 3 times this morning.
Are you dead serious?
Dead ass? Yeah.
Oh man.
I wish I was that cool.
I wish. No. You just exercising some of that small pee-pee energy, you know?
Damn, I wish my pee-pee was that big. Nah. But yeah, Kung Fury, don't interact with them at all, please.
I'm joking. Okay, no, Kung Fury.
Kung Fury.
Good
Amazing movie. Honestly,
yeah. It's like a short
cinematic
film, like half hour, right?
It's a half hour, but it feels like it's a good, like, hour and a half.
Yeah,
know?
no, it is a good movie.
Like, if you ever need to kill 30 minutes, just watch Kung Fury. Because, like, you're so invested in the plot, it just flies by, like, crazy.
Honestly. And then, like, and so here's the real big news, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we searched this up on Saturday. It's like Kung Fury 2, the sequel, and it's not only gonna be a short film like the last one, right?
No.
And it's not even gonna be only released on YouTube or something. No. Theatrically released, okay? Kung Fury 2, full feature film, coming this year, 2020, baby.
Oh yeah.
And I cannot tell you how excited I am to see Kung Fury back in action. They even got actors like
they've got the Kung Fuhrer himself. They've got
Kung Fuhrer, which, if you don't know, reference to the first film, but it's basically Adolf Hitler. But
we'll keep this podcast spoiler free. But Adolf Hitler does make a couple cameos in in Kung Fury.
Now I don't know if we can get demonetized for saying Hitler.
I'm pretty sure we can, but I don't care. I'm not monetized either way. Again, wow, I wish I was that cool.
Can you imagine just crashes like?
Oh my god! I'm about to do what's called a pro gamer move. Swerves in the stop sign.
Woo!
One of these. Alright, never mind. But yeah, they've got what's his face?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
The dude from SpongeBob, the SpongeBob movie. I always forget his name. I don't know.
Oh,
why.
David Hasselhoff.
David Hasselhoff, the Hoff 9000. Good man.
It's just the
best character.
Good movie, man.
Good movie.
Sequel's gonna have Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. President.
Oh man, I can't wait for that.
And it's just, man.
And then I was looking at it, and they have official King Kung Fury merchandise. They have they have Kung Fury's jacket himself. It's got like it's got sleeves with like Miami palm trees and stuff orange on it. Then it's got Kung Fury written on the back with a cobra. It's so cool. It's 190 pounds, so that's like $13 US.
What are you What are you talking?
So I'm gonna get it hopefully soon.
Not sponsored, but actually
not sponsored.
No. Hashtag
please
could be sponsored.
Please sponsor us, Laser Unicorn Productions. I would be honored.
I would be honored. Now on the topic of Kung Fury, let's get into another topic. Cinema, all right?
Cinema.
What good movies have come out recently? You know?
Honestly, since Endgame, I haven't gone to the movies at all. I've heard Star Wars sure did exist.
We watched Jojo Rabbit that one time.
Oh yeah, Jojo Rabbit's a good movie.
It is a good movie. It really is.
I like that both movies we talked about have Hitler in it.
Yes. Well, besides Endgame. But, with time travel, that could be a possibility.
Perhaps. It's potential there. Yeah, Jojo Rabbit, good movie. Sad at the end, funny everywhere else.
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Inspiring.
Oh, yeah.
Satirical masterpiece. I don't know. I'm sure you've heard all of this.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, that's good. How about we get into it? What makes a movie good?
Okay, so, I mean, obviously, this is subjective. But
Right.
I think the stupid, funny movies, like, that's what gets me going, dude.
All right.
Ant-Man's not, like, stupid funny, but, like, it's a more lighthearted Marvel movie.
Yeah.
Apparently people, like, despise that film, and I just can't see it. I'm a fan of Ant-Man, and I'm proud of it. It's also would explain why I'm such a big fan of Kung Fury.
And on the other side of on the other topics of funny movies, you've got stuff like Johnny English, which I thought they're making a third one, but I'm excited for. I'm excited for that.
Spicy.
Right? Or you've got what else? Have you seen Get Smart?
I have not.
Oof, that's a good movie. We gotta watch it. It's on Netflix.
Okay.
It's really funny. It's another kind of spy movie. It's hilarious.
All right.
But and then like, what can make or break a movie for you?
Make or break? Okay, if it's trying to push an agenda, like, it's lost all entertainment values for me, I feel like. Or, like...
Not even just, like, representing, but just pushing an agenda?
Yeah, so, like, okay, the 2016 Ghostbusters reboot. I feel like, at that point, it's more of it's sending a message, not making a good movie at that point.
Okay. Yeah. And there's a new movie I think came out recently. So you know the story of Hansel and Gretel, right?
Yeah.
So personally, I haven't watched this movie yet, but it's just in the title, okay? It just bugs me so much that it's called Gretel and Hansel.
Oh, you.
Yeah.
I haven't heard of this, so.
So, and I don't know, maybe it's a good movie. As far as I know, they don't put it as well, but like, it's just why? It's like,
for real.
It's a fairy tale that's been passed down for a bunch of years, right? And it's just like,
yeah.
Why change the name? Okay, it literally, I don't know, it just, not to say that I'm, like, against feminism and all that, right? Like, go for it, just, like...
Yeah, like, if
there's an extreme where it just doesn't push a message anymore, it just kind of pushes an extreme.
It's just annoying.
It's just annoying, yeah.
Like, okay, going back to Ghostbusters 26, I think it was 2016.
I want to say it was 2016.
Okay. The new Ghostbusters movie with all female cast. If they could pull it off, like, hell yeah, make an all-female Ghostbusters movie. But they just did that to capitalize on feminism, which is a thing that I stand for,
Equality,
like, yeah,
go for it.
Frick yeah, equality. But, don't try, I don't know, it just seems really shady when, like, movie companies try to profit off of that stuff, because they know, like, people, if you don't go to support that, then you're sexist, No, that's not it. I'm not trying to push an agenda by the movies I watch, or like
support a political idea by watching movies. I just want to watch a good movie
to watch a good movie,
Yeah.
You don't eat a sandwich because it tastes bad, but hey, the gay guy made it,
What?
I don't know.
I did not get the sandwich analogy. I thought you were going to say it's like, I don't eat a sandwich because it tastes good. I eat a sandwich because I'm hungry.
That's better. That works actually a lot better than that.
Yeah, no, I was like, where are you going with it?
Honestly, I don't know.
But yeah, there's just some things that can break a movie. And for me, sometimes if they don't like stick the ending on a movie, that can also break it. It's like it's built up to something and the ending just kind of like disappoints you. Like, I don't know. For example, the first time I watched La La Land, it was a good movie. It's still a great movie, and rewatching it, it's still a good movie. But the ending, I just never really got the ending. Sure, it subverts my expectations, but that's also a thing.
Okay, subverting your expectations is not always a good thing. Like Infinity War, that did it, right? Like having Thanos win, good.
Right.
Star Wars, what was the last one?
Jedi? The Last Jedi? Episode 8?
Episode 8, yeah.
Yeah.
Episode 8. Ew, disgusting. Like, okay, yeah, whoop-de-doo. They subverted my expectations successfully, but like
yeah, but it was also
it was
terrible.
a bad movie.
It was just, and it's not even saying like it was bad from a storytelling perspective. It was bad from I mean, there were some really cool cinematic shots, I got to admit it, but like that's just CGI and stuff like that, right?
CGI's come a long way. You can make a visually good movie.
Like the scene where the cruiser like shot through the Star Destroyer.
Mm-hmm.
That was like made beautifully. It looked really cool.
Mm-hmm.
But it also kind of made no sense. Had really not very good build-up.
It raises a lot of plot holes too. Like,
also,
why don't they just do that all the time?
Yeah, and I don't know. It's just like there's a lot of just problems with that movie. But yeah.
Yeah.
And then on movies too, it's like on a series, stuff like that can also happen. Not just pushing an agenda, but like an ending on a series, right?
Yeah.
If you were to you're watching a series and you're just like, oh yeah, this is some good stuff, and then you wait and you watch it and you get to the end and it's just like, what?
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You know that?
I feel
right.
it. I feel it. Like they have to nail the ending, because if they don't nail it, like that's your last like bit of taste. That's the last bite of
it's
the
what
sandwich.
they leave in your mouth.
Yeah.
Right? Like I can name a few shows that had awesome endings, and I can name a few shows that had not awesome endings.
Yeah.
Right? Like you have quarrels with Lost, right? After the first
Okay, yeah, Lost. What is up with that? Okay. Now, I might sound like a boomer here because it's a tad of an old no, it's not even old. It's like 10 years old. Really good show up until season 3. After, I want to shoot. Was it after? It's after season 3. So, 1, my favorite character dies, and 2, they just like don't know where they're going with the story after that. Cuz it's like, hey, these guys, they're trapped on an island. Are they going to get off? Are they going to not get off? I don't know. That's the story for the first couple seasons. Oh, shoot, there's a big smoky monster thing. Roaming the woods. That's scary. I wonder if that'll get explored in future seasons. I mean, it kind of does. There's an episode dedicated to him. But it doesn't explain much. And afterwards, there's like, they're dead, but they're like not dead. I don't know, man. It's whack. It's
I don't know.
stupid.
There's another show I watched. It's not as well known as Lost. It's called My Future Diary. Okay, basically, these people could look at the future by looking at their diaries, and I don't know. It was kind of confusing, but it was also really cool up until the ending, where like all this stuff happened. They introduced like this new kind of stuff, and I don't want to say the ending was bad, because I mean I guess it was good, but also because it kind of had a happy ending, but it also had like there's this whole thing mess with like alternate timelines, and in one timeline the main character was left to an eternity of suffering and sorrow.
Dang, bro.
And it's like that's not the happy ending. And then in another timeline, he had the same main character, right? A different version of him had the happy ending. I'm like, that's cool. Why couldn't we ended on that, right? But he also didn't have the happy ending, because he didn't end up with the girl that the entire series had been building up that he was going to get with, right?
Oh yeah.
And it was just like, it just kind of left you with like a little bit of emptiness,
Yeah, I feel that. Like,
and it's just like,
disgusting. They have to. That's the challenge with filmmaking. Like, okay, or I guess any form of media. Endings are tricky, dude.
Yeah, no.
Like, but you have to get them right. If you don't, like, the rest of your work just feels like a waste, no matter how good it was.
Yeah. And there's some instances when they're making a series, let's say based on a book series, okay?
Okay.
And then they get ahead of said book series, okay? So there's some instances where they put the show on hold and they just wait for it, and I'm like, yeah, all right, I can wait for this. And then there's some instances, it doesn't happen as often anymore, but there's some instances where they make an original ending. And there are a lot of instances where an original ending is pretty good, right? Like, you can get a pretty good original ending, and it ends up being cool, because if you read the books, you got this one ending, awesome. If you watch the series, you get to a point, and then you get a different ending, and it's super cool. But another thing with the original endings is that sometimes they introduce new characters or whatever, and then they end the show, and you just didn't get enough time to A, explore new characters, A, explore these new or B, explore these new options kind of things, right? And it's just like, all the build-up you have, it just kind of ends up not paying off in the end, because you didn't have enough build-up for an original ending.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So yeah, endings really are hard hard to cover, and
Yeah.
it's just, yeah.
Yeah. Endings are pretty hard. What's
It's another thing that can make or break a series, a
Dude,
movie.
speaking of endings, Minecraft, the end.
Okay, nice transition here. But, all right. Story time.
Okay, so here we are. Me and the boys, we're playing Minecraft on Saturday.
Yeah,
a little get-together Minecraft Saturday.
That's what we call it, Minecraft Saturday. Podcast may be coming soon, maybe not.
Let's Play series? I don't know. Probably not, because that'd be really boring.
Yeah,
we're just silent for a lot of it. But
Yeah.
yeah.
But anyway, last Saturday, beat the Ender Dragon, boys.
Oh yeah, in survival. I am proud to admit, of our group of 3, one other person who is not here, Mr. Sailor.
Well, that's what we call him, but
Yeah.
for
You'll
discrepancies,
you'll meet him eventually.
maybe we'll introduce his real name.
Yeah. Anyway, I take pride in knowing that I was the only one not to die in the Ender Dragon fight. Though, minutes after the Ender Dragon fight, I was like, hey, isn't there an achievement for sleeping in the end? And me thinking I had outsmarted the system because I had blast protection on, take a bed into the end, and then sleep in
Nether?
it.
Yeah.
Into the Nether, my bed. And sleep in it.
And then he died.
I died and lost everything but my pickaxe.
So yeah, we spent a while grinding, getting stuff back.
Oh yeah.
But so tying this back in, right? Not just the end, but the ending. Let's be honest. So Minecraft is a game that doesn't really have a story, you know? But one it does. Like one of the only like singular pieces of lore in all of Minecraft is the ending, where you've beaten the Ender Dragon, okay? You jump into the portal for the first time, and the credits roll.
Mm-hmm. And you get the cool little poem. Or
Yeah,
it's not a little
It's
poem.
not a poem. I don't know what it is. It's like...
It's a story.
It's a story.
Tale,
Yeah.
tale.
Like, of 2 gods talking, and he's like, yeah, this being can read our thoughts now. And it's just... That's a good way to end a game, okay?
It is.
Like, the whole game is kind of without purpose, okay? You do what you want.
You make your own purpose.
Right. And then you get to, like... You get to the end, and it's...
Oh yeah.
It ends beautifully, you know? It puts a little touch in your heart, and you're just like... Nice.
From a gameplay standpoint, I think the boss fight itself could use some work, but
like, from the ending... it was good.
From a story standpoint, I mean, I guess we're going off of the rest of what Minecraft has for a story, which is 0. That's not a bad thing.
Right.
Because, like...
You make your own story.
Exactly.
Right? You build
make
your own tale.
Purpose in
We've
Minecraft.
got our stuff in... We've got basically history now in our Minecraft world. Right? And it's just like... It's a good ending.
It is.
All right?
It's very satisfying. But the game doesn't end at the end, which is very cool.
Also very satisfying.
Mm-hmm.
And, but yeah, on other game endings, do you know any other good game endings?
Okay, good game endings. Okay, Mother 3. Don't worry, not gonna spoil, or I'll do my best not to spoil it too hard, you know?
All right.
It is... Okay, on one hand, it's really good, but on the other hand, it's not. So, like, it's up to your own interpretation, the ending, and that's, like, a big risk, because, like, yeah, from what I imagine happens in the end, everyone, like, lives happy and stuff, and they reset the world, basically, and it doesn't all happen again. But then there's theories where it's like, no, it does all happen again. This is, like, the whole Earthbound Mother series is just a whole loop, and that's trippy. And then there's an even worse theory where it's like, no, this dude is so sad that when he gets the wish, he does not pull the final needle with a pure heart. Makes sense if you play the game. Not sponsored, but play Mother 3.
Not sponsored, but could be sponsored.
Come on, Nintendo.
That should be our motto now. It's just, we mention something that's like, not sponsored, could be sponsored.
We'll do little, like, ad reads.
Right.
And then at the end we'll say, no, we're not sponsored, but I like this product.
But, you know, could be sponsored.
Could be sponsored.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I love our synergy.
All right. So, on that all talking, it's time to come to a close and, you know,
Time to end the
our
podcast. I was gonna do that transition like 5 minutes earlier, but then I was like, nah, I kind of want to keep talking.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
yeah.
see you till next time. Probably tomorrow. Maybe not. Probably. I don't know.
Probably tomorrow. All right. See you guys. Buckle up. Don't do drugs. Stay in school. Bye-bye.